We are currently in the midst of a green streak. As you can see, we had a Zorga deck profile go up yesterday. Tomorrow I think I got Magnolia coming up, and today we're looking at Nectar. It's literally quite green. My window's blasted open because it's super hot outside and the birds are chirping. You know, they're very excited for this, very nature focused week on the DifferentFight YouTube channel. They're also, front and center for all this content. Of course, we need their voices accompanying these videos. And today we have the clan event for Nectar in the Legion era, and normally, clan events are clan events. It's fun. We look at the cards, we look at the story, and then we look at the fights, and then we open some packs. Well, that pack opening part is never gonna happen anymore. Well, I don't know if never, but at the very least, it's not gonna happen because they have ditched the idea of gachaing for cards in clan events, and instead you now only have to exchange for cards. And when they first said this, a lot of people were super happy, right? I was like, whoa, that's it, no more gacha, gacha is dead, we're graduating from gacha, we can just exchange for the cards. That's fantastic. But once we saw how expensive it is to trade for these, people started to realize that you really need quite a few potential stamina resets to get everything. And so let me show you what this means, because you exchange for the cards now, there's no gacha. You can only gacha for the old stuff, you have to exchange for the new stuff, and I don't know. It looks a little bit yikes, let's just put it that way. It looks a little bit yikes in terms of how things are looking. We'll also use this opportunity to look at all the cards. The only card that's not in the exchange is the starter. So for example, you need 1,000 of the event currency to exchange for a triple, which is normally that's 10 packs, right? 10 of the event packs, which of course could have nothing, but sometimes have 3 triples, right? So of course that's something to keep in mind. Doubles are 250 each, rares are 100 each, but you get a playset, so basically 25 each, and then commons are 50 each for playsets. So you also can exchange for SPs. If you're going crazy and you want to max them out, then you can basically just exchange for SPs. They look very beautiful. Here's Martina, Martina SP looks great. And you can also see the Vera SP as well. Looks fantastic, and their Legion mates also look just stunning. These SPs are great, but of course, these are pretty expensive to exchange for. So let's take a look at the cards first. I guess we'll go in ascending order, so start with commons and stuff. So we have the Suppa Suppa. So I think this was something lemon in English. So if you have, for each of your other Suppa Suppas on the board, he gets plus 1k during both players' turns, which is fine. I think this was played in Asha at one point. I think. Then with this boost, if you're in Legion states for that battle, gain 4k, so 10k booster. It is a Musketeer, which is what these, this is very much based on, so it's cool to run more Musketeers. This is during your turn, if you're in Legion state, gain 4k, 12k attacker, also a Musketeer. And then we have another Musketeer here. Uh-oh, I think I misclicked. I want to look at it. Yes, we have Evelina. So she's during your turn. If you have another unit with the same name as this one, gain 3k. Only during your turn, which is a little bit sad, a little bit unfortunate. Then we have this during your turn if you're in Legion state. For each rearguard you have that has the same name as your Vanguard, gain 2k power. So this feels like Arboro support more than anything to me. Then there's the 10k vanilla for Musketeers. It's fine. 10k vanillas are cool. Then we have the this is the other this is the vanilla Legion basically. So 10k Vanguard and gains 5k when it attacks the Vanguard and Vanguard circle, gains 2k when it attacks the Vanguard and rearguard circle. And then we get on to the double rares, right? So this card, I don't know, I like her art a lot, but she's not that great. Rearguard circle in place, count almost 1, and then choose one of your other rearguards, look at top 4 of your deck, and call a unit that is the same name as that one from the top of top 4 cards. I don't know how I feel about counterbusting 1 and whiffing. This doesn't feel that good. I don't know, maybe some Nectar experts can tell me in the comments, but to me this doesn't feel that good. The rest of the cards do feel good though, like Saul, during the turn you Legion, when he attacks the Vanguard, you can choose 3 of the Musketeers in your drop zone that are not triggers and put them to the bottom of the deck and then draw 1. So that's a cool ability, right? You recycle your pieces and you basically get to draw extra cards, which is great, fantastic effect that we definitely like. And then we have the Ture, she's Twill, something like that in English, I can't remember exactly. When placed, if you're in Legion state on rearguard circle, then you can retire one of your other Musketeer rearguards to look at top 4 and call a Musketeer. So it's a very typical effect for Musketeers. We've seen this one, quite a lot. Pop 1 and call 1. It's good. It doesn't cost counterblast, which is nice. Usually it costs counterblast, so that's kind of the pro there. Then we have the Vera. So she, I think she, right? Legions with Saul, and in the turn that you legioned, all of your musketeers gain plus 3k power. So of course plus 6k to each column is pretty strong, lets you push, but of course if one puts down double intercept, won't do too much. And then once per turn, retire one of your musketeer rearguards, select a top 5 and call a musketeer from among them. So again, doesn't cost counterblast, which is nice, but good enough to push this deck to the top? Not really. Let's see if Martina can do it. She is once per turn, if you are in Legion, counterblast 1, and choose 5 non-trigger musketeers and put from your drop zone and put them on the bottom of the deck, and then look at top 4 cards of your deck to call 2 musketeers. So this is, you know, a direct plus 2 to the deck, which is to the field rather. So I definitely like that a lot. You know, plus 2s, plus 1s are great, and you know, this definitely goes a bit further than the other cards. And then when she attacks the Vanguard, you have another unit in the middle column, she gains plus 3k. So that's pretty typical of these legions so far that we've seen. So she seems okay for that like plus, but it feels like all this deck can really do is like filter and then call and then filter more and then call again and put stuff back, draw cards, but it doesn't have like crit gain like, you know, Elvira did and stuff like that. So I think you might have to like mix and match some stuff from the past as well to make this deck really work. And there's also one more card which is a starter, so let me go to the menu right now and take a look at it. Alright, so that one card here is the starter. It's also Musketeer, and so if it loads up, there we go. Has resist, which is nice, and during your turn, when it's retired, if you're in Legion state, you can counterblast 1 to look at top 4 and call a Musketeer, which is pretty cool. You can convert a starter into like an intercept or something, which is nice, and it has resist, so it cannot be popped by your opponent's effects, you know, until you pop it yourself with your own effect, which is cool. So those are all the cards. Now let's take a look at the story, and then we're gonna kind of see how bad, you know, obtaining those, you know, I guess currencies is to actually exchange for the cards. Alright, zoomed in a little bit on myself. I realized I was a little bit far away from you guys. So this is Ren telling a story about a young man that once exists, about Aichi. Alright, so that, I think let's talk about how Aichi disappeared. So yeah, he removed himself from the world and everyone forgot about him, but he's like, oh, you haven't seen him, but let's see what happens. Alright, so he's kind of like reflecting on Aichi, and Asaka is, I think, waking him up, I guess. He must have been asleep. He's like, oh, what's wrong, Asaka? Oh, he's like, oh, you like, we're kind of spacing out. Did something happen? It's like, oh, no. There's nothing specific. Nothing specifically happened. Oh, it's like, there's no time to be spacing out for you. Alright, so it looks like it's gonna be, there's gonna be people coming in here. I wonder what Ren has to do with all this, because it's like Saul's story, right? Alright, so they're kind of talking about their usual business, stuff. I was thinking about like business. Oh, there's like some business meeting that they came to talk to him about. Uh-oh. Alright, so it's about turning Foo Fighter into a bigger conglomerate, I suppose. And it's like, oh, Ren is being scouted. He's being scouted by all these teams. Very interesting. But what does this have to do with Oh, I think we might be finding out about, there we go, there he is, Raul Serra. Oh, the Serra family. That's the thing. I remember from Legion era, there was something about the Serra family. Was it money? Was it business? Was it riches? Or was it something about card games? I can't remember. Of course it is about card games. There we go. So it's like, oh, you know that much about me. It's crazy. Yes, of course. I guess he must be quite famous. Mr. Quatrain Knight Raul Serra himself. Quite the act. Alright, so this is more business talk. Alright, he's like, oh, maybe we can talk over a card fight. So of course, you know, that's the card gamer's way of doing things. Just talk things over through a fight. At one point, does he switch to Link Joker? Pretty soon after. I think he like loses or something a couple times, then he just like flips his act. Sorry for the spoilers if you've never seen. If you've never seen, you know, whatchamacallit. Good old Legion mates. Alright, so I'm glad to be that you took interest into me. Alright, now Raul's planning something big, this sly dog, doing his usual sly business. Alright, so Prelude to the Moon. So I guess this is basically just kind of like the prelude story to the Legion arc and how things kind of ended up the way they did, which is interesting. Definitely interesting. You know, definitely took a few interesting turns, let's put it that way. Alright, so as usual, get item is exchanged for cards. So now Yeah, you can only gacha for the old ones. So for the first 3 waves of Neo Nectar, and for the new stuff, you have to actually just straight up exchange for them, which is interesting. Alright, so I'm going to run through this, go through the fights. As usual, we're going to do the very hard one together, and then look at, I guess, we're not going to be doing any gacha, and instead we're going to look at the exchange rate, which is interesting. Alright, we got through it. It's getting more and more windy outside, which is a good thing. As you can probably tell, my face is literally all just sweat. It's so hot. So at the end of all this, you know, clearing through the regular ones, of course, like the gain of these items hasn't changed at all. So I currently basically possess enough to exchange for 1 triple, and you need like 8,000 to actually get 4 of each triple, plus like what, the doubles are 250 each, so that's another 1,000, like basically 10,000 you need, 10,000 a bit more to get that. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. It's a lot. I'll keep you guys posted on how it is at the very end. You know, pretty sure, you know, I kept doing the story. I haven't done the story for Legion yet because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my stamina refills from doing it, but I don't know if that'll be enough. Honestly, I feel like you gotta jam hard for this. Anyway, let's as usual preview a deck for one of these fights. My next deck and fight will be Bluish Flames, and this is a build I'm using. I'm not gonna show the build yet, so you guys can look forward to something for next time. But yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Anyway, let's get through it and see how it goes, and see what Neo Nectar looks like. Oh wow, they actually have like an interactive line, even though they're part of like the same group initially, which is interesting. So, all right, Bluish Flame time. Flames of the Bluish. Just put this back for now. Honestly, this hand is pretty fun. I could have kept everything. So yeah, I actually need to exchange for more Garmor Liberators, because I don't, like, I basically only have 2, and so I can either get them from the super deck, or I can exchange for them from the 1.5 year anniversary, or craft them. Like, I have like a billion ways to make them. So definitely chilling on that front though. Alright, so let's just ride up and see. I'm more interested in what my opponent's deck can do, rather than, you know, to show you what my deck can do. Alright, so let's see here. I think, I don't know, I kind of want to ride BBL, and then we basically just set up for this for next turn. It's gonna give me 2 damage, so I can like Aglovale pretty like aggressively. You know, just Aglovale life, easy vibes. Grade 1 city in my damage zone. Alright, Galmor picked up, that's cool too. Let's just go BBL. Alright, get in there. Alright, no lines of course. No need for that. Alright, we don't need to pop anything here. What we need is boosters. What we need is boosters for our rear guards here. That is not a booster whatsoever. That is an intercept. Do I pick it up? No, I don't think I do. Damn it. That's not good. Not good at all. Damn. That's really annoying. I think I'm going to try Aglovale one more time and see what this gets me. Just do it again. Give me a booster, please. There we go. Josephus is much better. Much better. That's excellent. Alright, Soul Blast 1 to draw into another Garmor. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, we swang, and then we swang again. And the next turn we get Legion basically, so that's quite good. So yeah, this is a build with a lot of Josephuses in it, because that way you can Soul Blast out your Legion mates more easily. You know, keep them going, keep them coming. As we do. Alright. You know what's funny about Raul Serra's voice actor? It's Jonathan Joestar. It's Jonathan Joestar's voice actor, actually. Which is, like, he always ends up doing either villains or super passionate, like, young dudes. Like, in Gundam Build Fighters, he was he was like Yuma's rival. So, like, the dude from Osaka, I forget his name, but he used Tryon 3. Alright, go into Percival. Bum 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 ba-dum. Alright. So what we could do here is use this and then see what we kind of call into, because this puts the BBL back to deck, and see what we get here. Josephus, please, would be cool. It's a PG, of course it is. Of course it is. I could just not Legion yet. I don't really have like a burning desire to do it yet, so like my targets in the drop zone aren't really that great either, so I think we're fine not doing it yet. We'll push next turn instead, so we're fine. We can use a starter skill here as well to search out BBL. Get a draw to another Prominence core. That's fine. Alright, grade 1. That's cool. Alright, and we just search BBL here, so we're chilling. We got a soul again, so we can use Josephus. Oh yeah, couldn't have actually used Josephus there because it didn't have a soul, huh? Interesting. Because we didn't like soul blast out the BBL, but we sent it back to deck. So, cool. Thank you, Jonathan Joestar, for your very nice Legion chant. Much appreciated, buddy. It's great. You're doing great, friend. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You've come a long way. Alright, so here... He's only pushing me for 1 damage, so I think I want to stay on Percival here, and then maybe next turn we go for, like, Core to finish it. Or that too, that also works, actually. So I think here we're just gonna basically Legion up. See what we get out of it. Shikumeito! Starcold are nice. I like Starcolds. Alright. Let's go, Legion, Legion. Give me Aglavale. Aglavale into, I don't know, Josephus. Feels good, man. Alright, top 4. There we go, Aglavale. Do your thing, buddy. Very nice, very nice. Good stuff. And then this into Josephus. Because I think we have... that's okay. What's in my hand, actually? I do have an Intercept. I guess Fallon is fine, too. We just want to push 1 damage here. Basically set up for Zenith for next turn, which is cool. And then, yeah, you just basically swing. Oh, we can push 2 damage this turn, huh? I just realized. In that case, I can attack with this first and attack with Vanguard after. I think we're only 22 power though, so it's gonna be... It doesn't need to pass. I mean, he didn't hit a defensive. Alright, Aglavale found as well. My hand is like super huge. But of course, he's gonna go through at least like... he might actually not go through my PG this turn. We'll see. We'll see. We got that chonka hand. So that's all good. All good. Alright. So we got a grade 3 still chilling over here. He runs crits though. Might randomly crit me in the head. Nope, still nothing. Alright, if I check a draw, I overdraw. Ooh! It's not too bad because I can Legion them back. But that means I'm overdrawing 2 cards here. Goodbye, BBL. I guess we just go Zenith, huh? Zenith seems pretty safe, I think. We lack the power on Zenith. That's like the only thing. But I think it's the safest play. Go. So yeah, of course Gaillard has a Zenith line, but the animation doesn't change. Gansuroto Zenis. Call this. I actually shouldn't have, but whatever. That was my misplay there. Alright, so we go in like this. Schwang, schwang, schwang. Going with Zenith, use skill to put trigger back. And top deck a grade 2, like a good player. Or Josephus, that's also a good player symbol. Good player symbol right there. Alright, Soul Blast out triggers, of course. There we go. We have our Legion set up, very nice. Alright, we keep drawing cards though. Of course, keeps on going, and Zenith gonna seal the deal. Just like that. Very nice. Feels like Musketeers didn't really do anything this game. Feels like the deck barely did anything that game. Usually I get kind of spooked by the decks in very hard, but that was just like, I don't know, a breeze, I want to say. That was a breeze. So, sadly, that's it. There's no packs to open, you know, no gacha excitement. It's all calculated, calculatable. So we basically have enough for 1.4 of a triple rare, which is quite the phenomenon, right? It's quite the phenomenon, so you basically just go in exchange for it. It's nice, I guess. It's pretty interesting how it works, but that's basically it. So that's how the new clan events work. No more gacha, instead you can exchange for them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know, do you like this new change? Do you think it's better to not have to, you know, gacha for these cards? You know, do you like the fact that you can calculate out how you're gonna get them? Or do you prefer, you know, the chance of getting them and stuff like that, but also the chance of getting absolutely just destroyed by the luck rate? So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm not sure where I stand. I'll see how bad it is at the end of the event, with all like the stamina refills from doing story and whatnot. So I'll let you guys know. But yeah, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.